why don't we all just get together, get some coffee, cider, whatever it is, pick your poison, and let's do a little Halloween hashtag, shall we? That video took, oh my great, forever to upload. I don't know why. So I thought I'm gonna have to take these off for a second because they're getting to me. Um, yeah, I can. I don't need tarot. I can see into the future just with these reading glasses alone. But anyway, I came up with a little hashtag, um, just something kind of cute and fun, um, distraction, if you will. And I'm gonna call it the spooky season hashtag. Um, for us to do, if you so choose. Um, I apologize. I can't write out the questions. If somebody could do it for me and put it in the comment section, because my Google Speak is not working worth a crap because of all the lovely my location and all the internet blockers that are up and screwing up my internet. Um, so, anyway, if somebody could do that for me, I'd greatly appreciate it. Or if they do the video, if they can write out the questions, then, or send them to me and I can just cut and paste it. Because like I said, I can't type worth a crap lately because my hands have messing up and my Google Speak's not working. So, I apologize. um, but anyway, well, let's get on with the hashtag, shall we? Um, y'all know me in reading aloud, so I apologize. So, the first part of it is trick or treat. Um, what is your favorite Halloween fall treat as a kid? Your favorite candy, whatever, the thing that you look forward to around this time of year. Apple cider, caramel apples. Those are two things that, you know, I really look forward to getting around this time. It used to be, I guess it kind of still would, but popcorn balls, when you make them with the popcorn and the Karo syrup, we used to do that at the blind school for Halloween. We'd make our own popcorn balls that we could eat. So there's that. What is your favorite favorite Halloween treat as an adult? It was still popcorn. I don't know, the candy, the caramel apples, and the hot apple cider, or apple cider, um, and apple butter on biscuits that have cinnamon on it. That's a really good one. Okay, question number 3. What was your favorite Halloween special that came on every year when you were a kid, a teenager, any of that? The Halloween that almost wasn't. You look at that, I mean, it is kind of next to the Star Wars Christmas special. Some people would say that one's a bit scary because it's so bad. But, yeah, the Halloween that almost wasn't was one that the Worst Witch, had the lady that played, in Different Strokes, and she played Mrs. Garrett in Facts of Life. That movie, you look at it as an adult now, and you're like, oh, this is awful. I think they did a remake of it, but those were probably the two. Um, although, if you're a Gen Xer, these Halloween costumes that we had to wear with the rubber like suit that you couldn't move in, and the plastic mask and that you couldn't hardly see out of. I remember being Benji and C3PO. Those are the only two like that I remember being as a kid. that I can clearly remember. Um, um, but anyway, number 4, uh, favorite weird or old, favorite weird, uh, wait, favorite weird or old, Halloween movie. Well, I messed that up. Um, that's weird. Um, it's Vincent Price is in it. Um, and I think it's called Monster Club. Uh, Phoenix Fire. If you, because I know you have that on your playlist, and I will put that in the description box because that movie's weird. That thing is weird. It is the one that, and there's another one where a lady was put in an asylum, and I can't remember the name of that, but it wasn't my favorite. But that thing was weird. But that's probably like my old weird Halloween movie. A lot of them have to do with Vincent Price, and then there was another one with a celebrity that had passed away. No, that's a B movie, and I can't remember the name of it. I'll have to go look it up. Okay, old or weird. Um, Number 6. What is your best Halloween memory? Well, when we were younger, the blind school, the people that worked for Indiana Bell would volunteer, and we would go trick or treating around the school. Sometimes they would have us do like scavenger hunts and stuff like that, go to different locations, and they'd give us candy. Um, we had a Halloween carnival one year. Um, Going to the Indianapolis Zoo on Halloween was pretty cool. um, it was interesting. That was probably something that um, I really liked. We would go to the Children's Museum Haunted House. That was pretty cool um, as a kid. Um, Number 6. What is your worst Halloween memory? Uh, I took my son trick or treating into a costume contest, and this drunken idiot, um, the dog never left the yard. But I guess this one particular time she did, and yeah, uh, he killed her. Had problems. The guy drove like a maniac. He was an alcoholic and just, um, so yeah, that would probably have to be, um, on my worst, um, that and when um, my kid was, in a car accident a couple days before, and, a family friend's little boy passed passed away around that time. So, um, anyway, um, number 8, uh, Halloween ritual uh, within your practice. Um, I haven't been doing much with Samhain, partly because of um, the living situation, and there's a lot of things like incense and all of that that I can't do. Um, and last year I was sick, and then the last few years I haven't been able to really do anything Samhain related. Although, um, this time of year watching scary movies, um, is something that I do. Um, it's also a New Year's Eve tradition that we used to have, by the way. Um, but I really haven't been. I should, but I haven't done anything in a long time. Um, and I don't know what the schedule is going to be, so I don't know what, if anything, I'm going to do. I should do something. If I do, it's going to be small. A few years I've done like online rituals with people and been involved with that. Or somebody's doing something paranormal related, I support them, but I haven't really been doing a lot. I don't know, maybe some people would want to do like a Halloween ritual. I don't know. Number 9, what is your phobia that scares you the most? Bees, because I'm allergic. Heights, don't like heights. And bats. I would knock down an NFL football player in order to get away from a bat if I knew that it was flying around. Can't handle bats. I have injured myself trying to run and get away from bats. It's kind of the running family joke. My kid could tell you stories about me and bats. Okay. Wait a minute. As usual. Yeah, that was number 9. What was number 8? Yeah, okay. Number 10. What is a paranormal experience that you had happen on Halloween? A friend and I were trying to find a place called Farmer's Gravel. I did a video on it. I'll find it, and I'll link it in the description. And we had some experiences. We took the kids after trick-or-treating and all of that. We took the kids trick-or-treating, and yeah. My youngest was the only, the other kids were mine stayed the whole time. The other kids got scared. One kid did. The two big, burly boys, my son and my friend's son, was like Scooby and Shaggy. They were like, we ain't getting out the car. But I do have that video where I talk about that. And that was crazy. Some of the stuff that we had happen. That would also, yeah, that was just really crazy. So that, yeah, that would be, in my school, sadly we had 3 kids that passed away at the school, and a couple of us had some experiences. I talk about that in I think it was the Ghost Experience Challenge. I was supposed to do that with some other creators, and stuff happened, and I ended up doing it by myself. So, anyway, what is your favorite horror, scary, or witchy book? Crap. Cry Baby Cry. It was about telekinesis and a lady that would go around unaliving people that were abusive. There's Dracula. Frankenstein Unbound was really good. And then there's another one, and I will look it up and I'll put the picture because I can't remember the title of it. Read it years ago. The Doll was another good book. As far as my favorite witchy book, I don't really have one. I don't really have like a favorite like witchy book. I just don't. But okay, what scary movie scared you the worst as a kid? There's a movie, and I'll find it because I've seen it on YouTube before. It's called Patrick. And this kid was basically, they believed he was in a coma, but he had telekinesis, and he could just make this. All he could do was make like spit, and make this. It scared the crap out of me. It was right around the time they started doing TV 24 hours when they quit doing the national anthem. But I stayed up late one night when we were on vacation, and I watched it, and that thing scared the crap out of me. Pet Cemetery. Pet Cemetery with Gage and with Zelda, the sister. Yeah, that scared me. Paranormal Activity. I jumped more than once watching that one, which is a typical for me. Although the thing, like when we were watching scary movies, Dad used to like to hide in places and bang on stuff to get us to jump or make all kind of sarcastic remarks during the movie. A tradition that I still stand by the way. Oh, another favorite Halloween thing that we used to, Sammy Terry. If you live in Indiana, you know all about Sammy Terry. He used to host like a late night, like scary sci-fi horror movie thing, similar to, I think it was Count Cool Rider in Nevada. But yeah, if you lived in Indiana, you know all about Sammy Terry. That was another cool thing. What is the worst scary movie that you have ever seen? Like, it was like B. It was so bad. Oh crap. I can't think of the name of it. I can describe it, but I can't. Crap. Give me a second. Night of the Living, the remake of Night of the Living Dead. That was bad. Oh, that was so bad. The remake of that was so bad, and then the second, like the sequel to it, was even worse. Those were so bad. They were horrible. Those stick out to me. The Hills have 13 something. The Hills Have Eyes, where it was like, shoot, I'll have to go and look it up because it's an older movie. But a blind woman was in it, kind of like The Village, sorta. I'll put it in here. I'll find it and put it in here because I can't remember the name of it. It was so bad. I saw it once and never watched it again. The Ship. That was another one that was really bad. Let's see. Number 13. What is the, oops. Okay, number 14. What is the, most frightening ghost story you ever heard as a kid? That just stuck with you. If you ever heard the thing about who's got my golden arm, I want my golden arm as a kid. If you're a Gen Xer, you know. But it was around spooky season, and we had like older kids that would come and like help the house parents and stuff and help keep us entertained and all of that kind of stuff. But we decided we were going to build a haunted house in the playroom, and there's no windows in this thing. So once the door's shut, it's pitch black. So instead, we decided to go in there, shut the door, and we had the lights out part of Ghost Stories. And there was one older girl. She was a teacher now here, oddly enough. Had sound effects because she just improvised. And, then again, people in there were totally blind, so lights on or off, it didn't really matter anyway. But yes, she had sound effects. And it was a story about a lady around World War II who worked on an army base and had an accident. And she was also a dancer, and she lost her legs. So she's going around at night crawling, and she had sound effects. I want my legs. That thing freaked me out for years. Freaked me out for years. Um, yeah, I probably should never have participated in that. But anyway, number 15. If you went to any, like, haunted house attractions as a kid, which one to you was the most memorable? What do you call it? The Paint Gun Army. This is something Paint Gun Army, where they would do, like, the paint gun fighting and stuff. They used to do it in the old General Electric building, like, in the basement. Like, that thing scared me crapless, because you're basically the zombies are loose in the building, and you're trying to stay away from the zombies, and they basically chase you out of the building. That thing scared the living shit out of me. There used to be a thing called Scream in the Dark, and people were getting hurt. I didn't get to go to it. I was like, oh, I can't wait till I'm old enough to go to that. Didn't get to go. But it got to the point where you could kind of tell, and then your objective was to scare the people that were trying to scare you. They didn't like that very much. But Dark Army, I think, is what it was called, but they did like the paint gun thing. And number 16, the last question is, what scary movie, because this is based off of the horror movie Oracle, because I've been like, I love to make like another Oracle deck or like a tarot deck to this, which I think would be just awesome. What scary movies or books, if you're more of a book reader, would you use to make your own tarot or oracle deck? See, definitely Arachnophobia as the Fool. Reverend Cain, for Judgment. The Mummy, The Hermit, whether it's the old or the newer version. Let's see. Geez, I should have wrote these down. For Judgment, I would probably do the zombie from The Serpent and the Rainbow. If you know, you know. If you've ever saw that movie. No, for that I would do the High Priestess. For Judgment, I'd do BB, Deadly Friend. For Justice, I would do The Crow. Let's see. House, because I wanted, like, House is like the ultimate. So, no, the devil would be the dad from Deadly Friend. That would be one, because he was an alcoholic in the movie. House would have to be Judgment. Temperance. Oh. The Hanged Man, the movie, it was the guy that was killed, and then he basically possessed Pumpkin Man. No, not Pumpkin Man. He was basically a scarecrow. Um, and he's kind of stuck on the cross thing, but he's possessed a scarecrow. I can't remember what the name of the movie is. God, it's been so long since I've seen it. Let's see. King of Swords would definitely be Blade. uh, um, those are just a couple. I'd have to sit down and think about that, because that would be interesting. Like what we could all come up with if we just sat down and had a discussion. Like if we could make like a horror movie tarot deck, like what horror movies would we do? That would be kind of cool, I think. But anyway, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope people participate in the hashtag and do the hashtag. Sorry about that. But anyway, peace, love, and light, guys. And we're gonna keep up with the positive and lighthearted stuff. I'm working on an kind of a weird All That's Dark in Indiana thing. That's in the works, and another 6 Degrees of Halloween's coming up. So, but anyway, guys, peace, love, and light. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. One thing I did forget to add, for kind of a really kind of a messed up Halloween memory, was if you were in Indiana in the 80s and you went to Stony Creek Farm, we were scheduled to go to Stony Creek Farm. The blind school was supposed to take us. And when they would take you out to the patch, you would go basically on these horse-drawn carts. And they don't know what happened, whether something spooked the horse or a bee or a wasp stung it. But the horse freaked out and overturned the cart. And sadly, a kid unalived due to that. And of course, there was a lawsuit. And so we didn't get to go, but they sent us, like, they felt horrible about it. So they basically they picked us a bunch of pumpkins. I think Stony Creek Farm was over in Noblesville. They bought us, like, candy and pencils and all kind of stuff, and they made us little gift bags. And somebody, like, drove them over to the school, and brought them to us. I had gotten grounded, and my punishment was not to go to the farm, but then they canceled the trip, and came home, and you weren't supposed to go. Well, Mom, I told you we didn't go, and then we found out later what really happened. So that was kind of another really kind of sad and bad memory that I kind of forgot about.